I actually did look this up once in a dictionary, and the definition was something like concern for another person arising from kinship or personal ties. And I thought it was just such a bland description of what love actually is.
It's like a magnet. Like when it starts happening, you know it's happening, and all of a sudden, your thoughts, your plans, everything revolves around this person. It's like you're just getting pulled in that direction.
I've had many extraordinary manifestations of love throughout my 56 years on the planet. Of course, you know, impulsively I want to go to all the many relationships I've had, but you know, in my mature years, what I've come to understand is that love is much more about loving everything and everybody on the planet. It's less about the keystoning that occurs in a one-on-one relationship.
It's an unanswerable question, and that's quite fun. I mean, it's you know what it is when you're in it. You wish you were in it when you weren't in it. Sometimes when you're in it, you wish you weren't in it again. You can't answer that question. It's not a thing that's tangible, which is why great art's written about it.
The person I think I loved most was my second boyfriend. And we went through so many hard times, but then like looking back, it seems like it was such a wonderful time. I think sometimes love also seems like it was better in hindsight than it is in the present.
For me in my life, I really think that love is kind of the purpose of it all. It's like the reason that we're here is to find that connection, whether it be through family or through an intimate partner.
I remember when I was a teenager and someone was like, there's different forms of love. And I think that that's really true. So there's like romantic love, there's the love I have for friends, there's like that idealist, I try to love people or whatever in the world. So I think it's kind of this ephemeral thing.
I do have a 29-year romance with my lover, Michael, that is a really great place to end up at the end of the day, especially when you're feeling the brunt of the world and having difficulty loving everything and everybody. But in fact, I think the push and pull of that is a really important aspect of my life, that also at the end of the day, it's important to not escape into the comfort and the safety of my long-term romance, that I have to, again, return to community and return to the world and remember to love everything and everybody.
I think about how each time I meet somebody new that I ultimately fall in love with, they kind of redefine what love is to me. You know, when I think about the first person I was in love with, it was more of a matter of I was just coming out, I was really young, and he was there for me, and I loved him for that. All the way through, you know, 10 years later to the last person I was in love with, and he kind of changed everything that I believed in and everything I knew at that point, and he essentially redefined what love was to me. And I think that's ultimately what it comes down to, is that love is when you find somebody that just completely changes the way you think.
I was recently just found out that I was adopted about a few months ago. Realized I had this family that has been waiting for me my whole life. And I realized that love is acceptance, accepting new people and old people into your life, no matter who they are, no matter what paths or lives that they led. Love is in the moment. That's what love is.
I feel that a lot of times we associate love purely in a romantic way with another person, but I find that I feel most comfortable when I envision love as a much larger thing. And I feel that it makes life easier because you find the beauty in what's around you.
Love for me is that experience of realizing that you care about other people more sometimes than you care about yourself, or realizing that you care about yourself enough to make sure you have the energy to care about other people.
You can't take it for granted. You gotta keep focusing on it, and keeping communication open and respect, and being able to express your feelings is important. Feeling safe. I think you gotta take a lot of space and time and make it a priority in your life. You can't just be some sort of back burner type of thing.
You're willing to stop thinking of yourself as the center of the universe, and you give that control of constantly thinking about yourself and making yourself number one, to be more considerate of the other person, be it your mother, be it your daughter or son or boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever it is that you're in love with.
I still want love, and I still want someone to love me, and I still want to love someone else. And I don't know when that's gonna happen. That's the weird thing, you can't make it happen either. It just seems to it needs to happen naturally.
There's no way to know. You just feel it.
I kind of think that's what love is, whether it's romantic or intimate love, or friendly love or family love, or whatever it is that one would consider love to be. I think that it should come from a place of just not really thinking about it, just letting it be, and letting it add something positive to someone's life.